Well, in my queen rearing adventure, Byron, my friend that does doing bees commercially and wants queens, has brought me a bunch of mini mating nucs that he had in storage, obviously stored outside. They are full of ants, a few wax moths, lots of ants. So I'm going to go through and clean them up, and I'm going to attach two of them together so they'll sit on my stands better. I'm going to set them on some pipe stands that I have. I don't know that all of them will go that way, but some of them anyhow, so I need to join them together. Some of these are stuck in here pretty well, so I'm trying to clean the propolis off of them also as I go, so they'll come in and out quicker. You're hunting queens. Last thing you want is to squish a queen. Well, here's another one that's full of ants because there's still some honey in it. They've got eggs laid inside the cells, which I'm tapping out. And to keep from constantly be knocking ants off my arms, I came up with this invention. I put rubber gloves on with a grease band around the top. And though I still get a few when I'm hitting them and they're, flying through the air, they land on my arm, but at least they're not crawling straight up my arm. So that is helping immensely. But I want to get the propolis off the edges of the frames so they come in and out better and aren't jumping and banging, which is what smashes queens, which we don't need to do. We've got a little bleach water over here that I'm running the combs through, just taking a little of the mildew off and hopefully wiping out any more eggs that are in there. Yeah, this has got honey that's starting to try to leak and drip. No wonder the ants are in there. This little house with all their food already put up. Most of them have been pretty clean, but this one's not quite clean as far as syrup and juice all over them. And this one didn't have a feeder in it almost. Well, all of them until this one have had a little homemade feeder in them, which I've been cleaning out. Some of them have some dead bees in them, and some of them don't have anything in them. Some had a little bit of syrup still. So, and I guess the things work all right. I was looking at re-waxing them. They're built out of masonite with a board around it, just stapled together, and then you can't see inside, but they've been waxed in there to keep them from leaking out the bottom. And a few of them show signs of leakage, but most of them look pretty darn clean. So what I've done is ripped some strips of plywood they're a little over 7 inches wide, which is plenty, 24 long, which gives enough room for them to be back to back and the lids still fit. They don't need to be attached real hard, they just need to sit on the board. little nucs are they're not wide enough to fit across the bars of my support. And then if you just had them one at a time going across there, it would be quite a waste of space. So I'll have two back to back. And there are those. I'll do some painting up on them, and we'll thinking of painting each of the doors a different color. The little flipper doors here, because there'll be quite a few of them tight together, and if you have a little difference in there, then the queen does a better job at finding her way back. So as you can see with some of these out here, just have different colored dots on them, and that's enough for her to come out, orient, and locate that and be able to find her way back when all of these are the same. But I've got quite a stack here to try to get filled up with queens in them, so I'll get this thing off and get busy.